What's going on YouTube? It's Jason again with JJDrones, and I'm on vacation, and we're actually going to be going out and we're going to be seeing Ted from Off the Hook Outdoors over there in Pennsylvania here in the next week and a half. But before we do that, we actually have to go up to my dad's house and we're going to do a full inspection of the trailer, make sure that that's ready to go. And we're going to do kind of a walk around and review of the Chevy 3500 where I'm sitting right now. Doing a pre-trip in an RV is vitally important, whether you're doing a short trip or a long trip. It doesn't really matter. You just really need to make sure that you are checking and making sure that everything is safe on your vehicle. So let's get into this video.
JJDrones is hitting the road. Raising money for wreaths across America. And to finally meet Ted from Off the Hook Outdoors.
Okay guys, so we're here at my dad's house again. Number one, because it is just a beautiful place to shoot, but also because we can get a really good look at this Chevy Silverado 3500 heavy duty, because this is going to be the vehicle that's going to be towing that Springdale all the way to Pennsylvania. So let's dive into it. Okay guys, so this is the Chevy Silverado 3500 heavy duty flavor, and it is sitting on 20-inch wheels. It has the Chevy Duramax engine with the Allison branded transmission. Now, this truck has 450 horsepower, 910 pound-feet of torque. Okay, this is the Chevy Duramax motor, and like I said, it has 450 horsepower, 910 pound-feet of torque. It is mated to that 10-speed branded Allison transmission. Allison has its brand on it, but it is a design through General Motors and Ford. So, but they've been using this transmission for a long time now, and it's very reliable transmission. Now this is the Chevrolet High Country version, and I apologize for all the bugs, but yeah, it's been one of those summers. Now this has all LED headlights and the LED running lights. Now the turn signals are halogen. It also has the LED fog lamps down there. These mirrors are something else, because not only do they have the lights on the front, they also have the lights on the back. So you can actually light this truck up at night very, very well. Now we're gonna step back here and you can just look at the stance of this truck. I mean, it just looks mean. I love the way this truck looks. Now these rain guards didn't come standard, but when I got the truck, they were put on there for me, so I really enjoy that. You do have your diesel and DEF side by side there, and then you have this step that can help get you into the bed, and there is enough room in there to get, you know, about half of my foot in there. It doesn't have the power deployable running boards, and that's fine. I'm completely cool with that. And the thing that makes this the 3500 is the fact that it has that helper spring on there. It's got the upgraded shocks, and then you have another step for the bed here, and I can get most of my foot in there, and then there's a grab handle up here on the bed. Now you also have bed lighting, as you can see there, and this tailgate is automatic up and automatic down. This is the hitch that I'm going to be using. This is a heavy duty hitch. It's a 12,000 pound hitch, and that is overkill for what we're going to be hauling to Pennsylvania, but it's always better to have more than less. Now you can make your tailgate go up just by pressing it, and it'll go up on its own. And sometimes it doesn't like to do it, so you just use the remote and in it goes. So you also have a light here, you have your backup camera here, you've got lights up there, you've also got your Chimzo camera up there. Came with tonneau cover, you got full LED taillights, and this is the same thing on this side. Now we're going to step into the truck and I'll show you some of the features inside. First of all, this already came with weather floor mats. They're not WeatherTech, but they're very close. You've got the Bose system within the truck, and then you've got the memory seating, lock and unlock your switches for your windows, and you got storage right here. Now you've got the electric seats here, and you've got the easy in, easy out in those seats. And then in the back, right now I've got my camera equipment stored back here, so we'll go around the other side. Okay, so in the back, if I pull down the seat, these seats actually have little storage compartments on each side right there. And I'm not going to pull this down, but it's got cup holders in the middle. Easy to lift up, easy to pull down, and then you've got storage underneath the seat, which is very handy. I like these pockets in the back of the seats to store things, and then again you've got more storage in the door, which is very nice. And then you've got child door locks, and on the Fords usually I had to get a screwdriver. Our dog likes to open up the doors for some reason, so we usually have those on. All you have to do is push that and it turns it on. It's just very, very simple. Then on the passenger seat where Haley's going to be sitting, again, You have the automatic seats with just a push of a button, lumbar support and all that good stuff. You've got High Country branded into the top of the seat in your headrest. And then you have 2 glove boxes. You've got storage here, you've got storage here, you've got cup holders everywhere. And then it also has wireless charging and wireless Android Auto and wireless Apple CarPlay. So there's a lot of features in this High Country. The High Country is pretty much the top of the line trim level for Chevrolet. And let's look at the towing numbers while we've got the door open. I said on a live stream with Gary from Jailbait and Tackle Outdoors that it's very important when you tow to look at your towing numbers. And the towing numbers for my truck are right here. Your conventional trailer weight is 20,000 pounds. Your max tongue weight is 2,000 pounds. Your gooseneck trailer weight is 21,200 pounds, and your max tongue weight for that is 3,180 pounds. Basically, that's going to be your payload rating, is the 3,180 pounds, and that includes whatever is in the truck, whether that be people, whether it be stuff that you take along for your trip. So it's just very good information to look at. And then here are the tire sizes down here. And then this will give you your tire pressures right there that you should be aware of before you go on your trip. So let's get in the truck and let's fire it up. Now this has a dual automatic climate control, and it can go, you can change it for yourself, the passenger can change it for themselves, whatever they want. It's a very nice little feature for Haley and I because she likes it a little bit colder than I do. And then you have all of this here, and it will change to Android Auto automatically. You just got to give it a few seconds, but now we've got Android Auto on the screen. You also have your digital dashboard, other than you have 2 analog. Your tach and your speedometer are still analog. And then you have your controls on the steering wheel here. You have heated seats, you have cooled ventilated seats, or you could call it air conditioned seats, but you know, it's not true air conditioned seats. You've got your exhaust brake, you've got your lane departure sensors, your parking sensors. This is for the tailgate up and down. You can control that from inside the cab as well. Your hazards, your traction control, and you do have a little household outlet right there. That just turns that on and off. And then you have your hill descent control right there. So that's a nice little option as well. And then in here, you have a really big storage compartment to hold on to paperwork. So that is the Chevy 3500 that we're going to be driving. Oh, and we also have the sunroof up here, which is a very nice little touch. And in the back, we have the sliding rear window. I've never used it, and with my lights on the back, it's not really a good thing to try and use it. But there's so many features in this truck, and it tows so well. We towed the trailer down to Green Bay one time, and it just towed so well. But there are some towing features that this truck has that doesn't come with the Ford, and I'm going to go hook up to the Springdale right now, and I'm going to show you some of those features. Now, if I actually had a ball on this trailer, or on the truck, this would be lining up the ball to the hitch. And I have so many options here to see different vantage points. But what we're gonna look at is right here, because we want, if we had the hitch in the truck, we would want to line it up with the hitch on the trailer. But that's close enough. Let's get the trailer plugged in and go from there. Okay guys, so I've got the trailer attached here to the electrical. So now we're gonna come in to the truck. And as you can see, we already have a profile made for this, so we just do that. Now, it already recalls the brake gain that I had set for it. It has no faults detected, and then you can actually do a light test. And this will give you your running lights, your brake lights, your left turn signal, your right turn signal, and your reverse lights if they have it. So it's doing that right now. Let's go check and see and make sure all of our lights work. So we've got all these lights that are working. We've got turn signal. We've got all of our marker lights that are working. And now brake lights are all working. And we got another marker light there, marker light there. And another marker light there. All of our lights are working, so that is a good thing. Now you also want to make sure that your battery box is stable, that it's not going to go anywhere. And you always got to make sure that you have power, and we have power because that tongue jack runs on the battery. So the other thing that you want to do is you want to make sure that your tires are full of air, and we're not going to do it today because I'm going to do it right before we take off. But make sure that you have enough air in the tires. They're aired up to your specifications from the manufacturer. And then take a torque wrench and go around to every one of those lug nuts and make sure that those tires are torqued down. The other thing that you want to do is get down underneath and make sure that you, and I know it's hard for you guys to see this because of all the grass and everything growing around here, but just make sure that you don't have anything hanging down underneath the trailer, okay? Make sure that your awning is tight against the RV. Now, if you listen to the podcast with Gary, you want to make sure that these are tight because this is where I store my Stinky Slinky. So make sure that's tight so that you don't lose that going down the road. Always make sure that your spare tire is full of air because you don't want to be going down the road and blow a tire, especially with these China bombs. And this is a Sterling Sport ST. Oh, nope, these aren't China bombs. Okay, so this is a Sterling Sport ST. This is designed in the US. I don't know if they're made in the US. But these are the 225/75R15s. And they are speed rated L for 75 miles per hour. So you're not going to want to exceed 75 miles an hour with those tires. And then we also go and we make sure that all of our pass-through storage doors are locked before we go anywhere. And this is one thing that could be easily overlooked, but make sure that you have the cover for the propane tanks down so that doesn't fly off either. And then you can also check your bolts on your tongue jack if you would like. It doesn't hurt anything to make sure that that is not going to go anywhere either. You want to make sure that your slide out is actually flush with the trailer because you don't want to be going down the road and have your slide out partially hanging out. as you're driving down the road. It's going to be a bad day for you. So that is how I would go through and do a pre-trip inspection on this trailer before we leave. Okay guys, well that's a review of the Chevy 3500 and how I do my pre-trips before we go on any trips hauling the Springdale 270 LE. Now you guys have seen the inside of that trailer multiple times, so I didn't feel it necessary to bring you through and showing you the inside all over again, because that would be redundant, and you can go back and watch this video if you want to go back and see what it looks like on the inside. But if you enjoyed this content, go ahead, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you can be notified the next time I put up one of my videos on YouTube. And drop in the comments where you've hauled a travel trailer, or if you haven't hauled a travel trailer, ask any questions that you have. If you don't have an RV and you're looking to get one, make sure you drop a comment down below and let me know any questions you may have about purchasing an RV or anything related to owning an RV. So I appreciate you all for coming along for this ride with me, and we'll see you later on down the road. Bye everybody.